Welcome back. Now what we need to do is that we need to work on the update underscore info PHP. So I'm going to create a new file here called update underscore info .php. And then in this update info we need to get the data from the form. We need to get the data from this form. So to do this, first we need to open PHP script, and then we need to import the database connection. So I'm gonna say here include config.php, and then I'm going to make sure that the data has been submitted. And to do this, we need to use if statement. I'm going to say if is set, and then the first input in this form here is the name. So we need the name, the address, the city, the country, and the postal code. So we need to make sure that these fields have been submitted. So I'm going to say first here we need to say post, and first we need the ID, because the ID is so important, because the ID would let us distinguish between different fields, between different employees. So I'm going to say post ID and is set post name, and let me copy and paste because this is gonna take time. I'm gonna copy this and then I'm gonna paste it here, and then after the name we need the country, and then we need the name, the address here, address, and then we need the city and the country. We already have the country, so we need to say here city, and then the postal code. Postal underscore code. And then in this if statement we need, let me here close this, and then in this if statement we need to store these in variables. So I'm going to say ID is equal to post ID, and then we need the name is equal to post name, and then address is equal to post address, and then city is equal to post city, and then country is equal to post country, and then postal code, postal underscore code is equal to postal underscore code. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in the form here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the ID is 6. So now after we get all of them, we need now to update the data in the database. And to do this, we need to create a query here. I'm going to say query is equal to update date, table, employees, set, and then we need to set the following. Set name is equal to, and then here single quote and then double quotes and then dot and then name. And then dot and then a double quotes and then single quote and then comma and then address and then is equal to single quote and then double quotes and then dot and then double quotes and then single quote and then here address. You have to be very careful, because if you have a syntax error it will not work, obviously. And then comma update here, and then after the address we want the country is equal to single quote and then double quotes and then dot and then here country and then comma and then city is equal to single quote, double quotes, dot double quotes and then single quote. City, here city, and then comma and then postal code is equal to single quote and then double quotes, dot and then double and then single and then postal code. And now we are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one is the ID. So we need, after this we need to say where ID is equal to, and then double quotes and then dot and then ID. That's it. Now we are done with the query. Now we need to execute this query. So to execute this query we need to say my SQLi query, and then we need to pass two parameters. The first one is the connection and the second one is the query, and then we are done. The last step is to return a message. So I'm going to say session start, and then session, and then I'm going to add a message to the session. I'm going to say message, and the message is going to be equal to a div. So I'm going to say div, and I'm going to give this div the following. First I'm going to give it a style is equal to background. The background is going to be green, and then color, the color is white, and I'm going to give it also text align center, text line center, and also we need padding 10px, and then inside we need to say something. I'm gonna say employee has been updated successfully. Employee info has been updated successfully. And lastly, we need to take the user to the home page. So here I'm gonna say look, header location, header, location, index.php, and now we are done. Let me now save and test. I'm going to click on File, and then Save, and then I'm going to test. Now I'm going to open the terminal. I'm going to click on Terminal, and then I'm going to here say PHP minus capital S local host 8000. And now if I refresh, here we have an error, no such file or directory in line 4 in the config. So the reason is because I need to open my XAMPP server and database. So you need to make sure that these both are running here. So I need to wait until these here say running. So let me wait, and here it says running. So let me now refresh, and now let me update the first employee information. Instead of Antonio, I'm gonna say Antonio 123, and then update. And as you can see, it has been updated instantaneously. So it's perfect.